Hi, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Thanks for watching. This is probably going to be a rather quick video. I just got a couple things that I want to talk about, and actually even more than that, I just want to test out my new microphone, this Yeti Blue microphone, which actually I purchased towards the end of last year when I thought I was just going to magically become this huge YouTube star with my 1 month of cryptocurrency experience. Glad I held off on launching the channel and made sure it was something that I was actually going to maintain as a passion and a strong interest, a hobby, before launching it, and what I hope is close to the bottom of the bear market. But anyway, the reason I hadn't had it for the previous 5 videos that I had ever made is because it's been in the closet of my girlfriend's pantry for almost a year. Speaking of my girlfriend, I do have a live guest audience here in front of me. The audience consists of Michelle. Say hi, Michelle. She's sitting right next to me. Just say hi, and then we'll get into my stuff.
Hi guys.
You got to get closer. Lean into the microphone. Even I know this. Say hi to. Come on, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's Michelle. All right, she's the best, and she's very pretty. I'm quite fortunate. All right, moving on. So, like I said, there's just a couple things I wanted to jump into. I guess I'll start with this one here. I came across this from Anthony Pompliano, who I follow on Twitter. He has some interesting tweets. I like this guy. I don't think he's actually much of like an XRP enthusiast. If anything, he potentially could be into that. I'm not putting that as a claim out on him. I don't know, but he just keeps saying stuff like, I think he even said it in this video I'm about to cite, but long Bitcoin, short bankers, something to that effect. And so I still like as a whole what he says, and excuse me. But what I try and do is if somebody's not pro XRP and they've got an ideology that's just completely against banks or whatever, I don't share that ideology. I don't think it's particularly rational. But those people, as long as they're not crazy anarchists and as long as they're not going to trash XRP or Ripple or anybody that's building on the XRP ledger, I'm happy to have civil discourse with them. So this guy, maybe he's a fan of XRP to some degree, or maybe he's not. I don't know for sure, but he just seems to say stuff that's more along the lines of Bitcoin's the one, essentially. Not that that's the only thing that he's into, I'm just saying. But he was on CNBC, I think this was today. It was definitely tweeted out earlier today. And there's just a few minutes of a segment, and it is basically the core of it. And I'll put the link in the description below, but it was basically getting at Bitcoin is, it's what the headline here says, Bitcoin is a non-correlated asset, crypto expert says. And what we've seen in the month of December is it's just been a horrendous month for stocks as a whole. Crypto has not responded in terms of market cap. I mean, it's of course it fluctuates. It's still volatile, fine. But the point is, it's not tied to this particular. The two asset classes are not intertwined. That's the theory anyway, and in his opinion, there's data to back that up, and I tend to agree based on what I've seen so far. And this is interesting for one really big point to me, and I've kind of gone at this before. You know, we've got an asset class here. Again, going to livecoinwatch.com. The asset class as a whole is estimated to be worth $130 billion. And, you know, last December, and it was my opinion that Bitcoin and all the other cryptos were in a bubble. I had a lot of people say, oh, no way, man. And a lot of people cited some stuff. It's kind of rational in the sense that they're like, well, how could it possibly be in a bubble when even just the dot-com bust got to about $6 trillion in value before it popped? And then at that point, you know, maybe we were 300, 400, 500 billion, depending on when we're talking, got up to about 800 billion in market cap for cryptos. And I thought, well, okay, that's a reasonable point, but I was thinking in the moment was I felt like the hype got so far ahead of the actual use case. The speculation so outstripped the actual value in terms of what you can do with these cryptos that and the way it ramped up so quickly, even if you just look at it on a chart, it seemed clear to me that it was a bubble. And I think that's been proven at this point because it popped, it's deflated, we're down, 90% depending on the coin. And here we are today. And so the reason that this video with Anthony Pompliano was interesting to me is that, in my opinion, I think that we've got a couple asset classes that are in bubbles, heavily overvalued. Just my personal opinion. Stocks being one. There's good reason for me to say that, I think. You know, typically every 7 years you enter a recession. So stocks go down, typically, just historically speaking, U.S. stock markets. and then maybe they adjust for a year or two, kind of flatten out, and then it starts to increase again. So you have these boom and bust cycles. That's really normal. But we've been in a 10-year bull run with the stock market, December notwithstanding. Obviously, December's been horrific in terms of stocks, but so maybe we're at the tail end, and I'm not even claiming that's the case. I don't do technical analysis. I'm not making the claim. I'm talking big picture, though. We're in a cycle where it's insane, the overvaluation, I think, with stocks, and I think that's also true with the housing market. And then you've got, on the flip side, the cryptocurrency asset class, which is minuscule. It's the tiniest asset class in existence at $130 billion today. And I just wonder, so when these bubbles do pop, where is the money most likely to flow? And I'm hedging my bet. I think a lot of it could potentially flow into crypto, and there's a lot of things that have to happen for that to occur. It's got to become easier for the average retail investor to invest. I think custodian solutions will help, and that's a whole nother discussion. Not really going to get into it other than citing that today. But I think there's great opportunity there. And then I think, okay, well, when the money does flow into the crypto asset class, where's it going to go? I think the answer is the money's going to end up going to coins that have real utility. And since these are decentralized assets that businesses don't own, it means which businesses are building on these cryptocurrencies, these digital assets. And the one that I feel is the very best, it is XRP. It's actually being adopted real-world usage. And I just think that that's where the smart money will ultimately flow. There's going to be a lot of speculation. We're nowhere near done this. We have yet to see the crazy influx of institutional money that's on the way. We're starting to see the infrastructure laid out for that to take place, but we haven't seen a huge amount of the money actually flow in. So again, I'm going to go ahead and post a link to this video in the description. It's definitely worth checking out. The second piece that I wanted to cite before hopping off here is I came across this from Alex Cobb, another one of my favorite XRP YouTubers, and he is this one right here that I'm waving my mouse in front of. He wrote, "Uphold is by far my favorite exchange." And this is the Uphold tweet. Uphold is an exchange, in case you're not aware, if you haven't heard of them. "We see you, XRP community. XRP recently surpassed BTC, Bitcoin, as Uphold's largest digital asset in United States dollar value." Then they wrote, "Check it out. You can track all our holdings and obligations anytime on our website," which I actually didn't know. That's amazing. And I actually did click on this. And I haven't really dug through it very thoroughly, but they have this whole thing about the importance of transparency. And I did click on this and read through this. I'm not going to cover it in the video, but feel free to take a look. It's just neat that they're really showing you, like, they're bearing all. So presuming the data here can be verified as accurate, I think that's excessively impressive. I just wasn't aware of that, and I was already a fan of these guys. And so I want to share with you just the last little piece here before I end this video. I've been a fan of Uphold since I started using them. I'd have to dig up the tweet, but it was probably July. It was sometime in the summer, I believe. And I was looking for a way to purchase XRP because I was at the time buying on a regular basis, and I wanted an exchange where I could just buy XRP directly from my checking account with using United States dollars because I'm in America. Right, and so there was no good on-ramp for that. Prior to this, I had been using Coinbase, like so many of you have, I'm sure, and then you have to transfer it to Binance, buy your XRP, and then put it in a wallet off the exchange and all that. And so I decided to give Uphold a shot. And I'm not kidding you, and this is amazing. I registered. And then I got approved as an actual human because the verification process you have to go through. If you've traded anything on any legit exchange, you know what I'm talking about. In the height of the bubble, December last year, it could take over a month to get approved from some exchanges because there just wasn't enough capacity for the influx of money and users that was coming in. And so I kid you not, and mind you, fine, we were already edging closer towards the bear market that we're in today, but still, I registered and was approved for use and made my first purchase inside of roughly 15 minutes. I kid you not. It blew me away. It absolutely blew me away. And I'm only sharing this with you because it's something that I was really excited about. I tweeted about it when I did this. Just to be clear, I am not being paid by Uphold. I'm not being paid by anybody. I think the proof of that is that as you listen to this video, if you're listening on just as I post it, I have 16 subscribers. I'm not monetized, and nobody's paying me anything to say anything, so I thought I'd just share that with you. But I absolutely love this exchange, And it's just neat to see that the XRP community has really embraced them. And what other exchange has surpassed BTC in terms of largest holdings in United States dollar value? Is there another one? Because I've never heard of anything like this. But Uphold just seems to be so pro XRP community that it's worth. They deserve a plug. And man, even if you don't want to like retweet this video and share what I'm saying, like give them a bravo. Like these guys are stand up and they seem so transparent, and I love the user experience I've had, and it's just been fantastic. And they're really, if you have any questions, by the way, they are like super responsive. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully you guys like the sound better in this video than the last 5 videos, since I have an actual legit microphone. Welcome any feedback on that. And as always, I will end by stating, I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy anything or sell anything because of anything that I say or do, or what Michelle says or does. She's chuckling. But yeah, that's it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. And if you would be willing to give me a like or share this, subscribe, I definitely really appreciate it. We're moving forward here, and just from starting over a week ago from nothing and building up to 16 subscribers, I got to tell you, even though it sounds like a super small number, and it is, I really, really, really appreciate everybody that has given me feedback, thought after they listen to me ramble on like this, like, yes, I'm willing to listen to another video from this gentleman. Okay, I really appreciate the fact that you hit that subscribe button, and every person that comments below, I really get psyched about that, and I love responding to anything that you guys say. So if you do want to post something in the comment section, please do know I will get to you. And that's all I got for you. So thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.